It looked innocent. That's what I keep coming back to. When I first saw it in our field, it just looked like a lamb. White, fluffy, nothing dangerous. I even thought it was cute. And that's how good it was at pretending. And by the time I realized what it actually was, it was way too late. My family owns a small farm in rural Pennsylvania. 40 acres, some chickens, a couple goats. Peaceful, quiet. Nothing weird ever happened until 3 months ago. It was early October. I was fixing fence in the back pasture when I heard this sound. Soft, high-pitched crying. I looked up and saw it about 50 feet away. A lamb, white wool, black face, just standing there watching me with big dark eyes. I figured it wandered from the Morrison farm down the road. No big deal. I walked toward it to check for tags, but as I got closer, something felt off. The lamb didn't move, didn't run like animals usually do. Just stood there watching me. And its eyes were too aware, too focused, like it was studying me. I stopped about 20 feet away, called out, "Hey there, little guy," in that soft voice you use with animals. It tilted its head, slow, deliberate, not the way animals move. I got this cold feeling in my stomach. I took a step back. The lamb took a step forward, matching me. I stepped back again. It stepped forward, still making that crying noise, but its mouth wasn't moving. The sound was just there in the air around it. I turned around, walked back to my tools. When I looked over my shoulder, the lamb was facing away from me, looking toward the house, toward where my mom and sister were. I grabbed my hammer and headed to the barn. When I looked back, it was gone, just vanished. I didn't tell my family that night. Convinced myself I'd imagined how weird it acted. The next morning, I looked out my bedroom window, and the lamb was there again. Same spot in the field, facing the house. I watched it for 10 minutes. It didn't move at all. My sister Emma came in asking what I was looking at. I pointed. She looked. "There's nothing there," she said. I looked again. The field was empty, but I'd been staring right at it. I went outside to check. The grass was undisturbed. No hoof prints, no wool, nothing. I searched online, found Trevor Henderson's artwork, something called The Lamb. It looked exactly like what I'd seen. Exactly. His art showed it standing in fields, watching, always perfectly still. I found forum posts from before Henderson created it. People describing the same thing, white lamb appearing in fields, acting wrong, disappearing. The scary posts were about what happens after you see it. It comes back, over and over, always watching. Then things start happening, animals acting strange, nightmares. Some said it got closer to the house each time. One person claimed they woke up and the lamb was in their bedroom, standing at the foot of their bed. That night, I had the first nightmare. I was in our field and the lamb was there. In the dream, I could see what it really was. Its wool wasn't wool. Its eyes weren't eyes. They were holes, openings into something dark and endless. It walked toward me, and I couldn't move until I woke up gasping. The next day, our goats wouldn't go into the back pasture. We tried to lead them, and they just refused. Pulled back, made panic noises, absolutely wouldn't go past a certain point. My dad searched for predators, found nothing. But the goats still wouldn't go near that field. That evening, Emma came running inside, white as a sheet. "There's something in the field." We all saw it. The lamb. Same spot facing the house. My dad grabbed binoculars. "That's not right. That's not moving at all. Not even breathing." He grabbed his shotgun, and we headed outside. The lamb watched us approach. We got about 30 feet away, when my dad raised the gun as a warning. That's when the lamb stood up, on its hind legs, like a person. Its front legs hung down like arms, and it was tall, maybe 6 feet. Its proportions were all wrong. Legs too long, too thin, bent at angles that didn't make sense. It tilted its head again, then dropped back to all fours and walked away. Not ran, walked into the woods, moving wrong with each step. We stood there not speaking. My dad finally said, "Get in the house." He told Mom and Emma we'd seen a sick coyote. But later he came to my room, asked if I'd seen it before. I told him everything. He believed me, said we needed to be careful. The next night, I woke up at 3 a.m. to that crying sound. I looked out, and the lamb was right outside my window, maybe 15 feet from the house, staring up at me. I could see how wrong it was. The wool didn't move right. The body was too stiff. Those black eyes absorbed light instead of reflecting it. We stared at each other, and I swear it knew I could see it. I called my dad. By the time he got there, it was gone. We searched with flashlights, found marks in the grass beneath my window, weird indentations, too deep, wrong shape. My dad took pictures. In the morning, the marks were gone. Grass completely normal. We called a guy who investigated paranormal stuff. He came out, set up cameras, said he'd heard of entities that disguise themselves as animals, said the lamb was probably studying us. He left us iron horseshoes to hang above doors and windows. The sightings continued for another week. Every night at 3 a.m., closer to the house. My sister had nightmares, even though we hadn't told her. The chickens stopped laying. The goats got sick from stress. My mom talked about selling the property without knowing why. Then it just stopped. No more sightings. After 5 days, we relaxed. The animals went back to normal. Emma's nightmares stopped. We took down some of the iron horseshoes, but I still see it sometimes. Last week at a gas station, standing in a field across the road. 2 days ago, driving past a farm, standing in someone's pasture. Staring at their house the same way it stared at ours. And I wonder if it's doing to them what it did to us. I don't know what the lamb is or what it wants. Trevor Henderson created it as art, but I think he tapped into something real. Something that's been showing up on farms for who knows how long, disguising itself as something innocent until you look close enough to see what it really is. And by then, it's seen you too. So if you see a lamb that doesn't belong, a lamb that stands too still and watches too close, don't approach it. Just get inside, lock your doors, and pray it loses interest. Because the lamb looks innocent. That's its whole trick. Until you see it stand up. Until you see what it really is. And by then, it's too late to do anything except hope it leaves you alone.